Hi and welcome to today's video tutorial. So the topic of today is eye contact, and eye contact equals focus. If you can get your dog to focus on you, then when you verbally ask them to, you have got their focus. Once you've got their focus, everything else will follow. They will listen to what you ask them to do next, etc. They will stop paying less attention to the environment in which they might potentially do something wrong. So how am I going to get eye contact? I am going to put a piece of food in my hand, and I'm going to put my hand out to the side, and then what happens, the majority of the dogs will look at my hand, and then eventually they'll get quite fed up as to say, well, why can't I get that? And when they get to that point, they're going to look at you as if to say, hello, and that is the point where you're going to mark with a yes. And then you are going to reward. Just be careful, because some dogs, especially high food motivated dogs, might start to jump, etc. at your hand with the food in. Just simply remove your hand, step away and reset up again. You might also see that they offer different behaviors. They might lie down, they might offer other tricks and behaviors that you've taught them. You want eye contact. That is all. Okay, so let us start and have a look at the first phase in establishing eye contact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the food in my hand, put it out to the side, and the second Mr. Darcy makes eye contact, I'm going to mark and reward. But you will notice the eye contact is fleeting, so you really have to be quick to mark it. I'm just going to set him up there for us. Yes. Very, very fleeting eye contact. Yes. You can almost see it. Look, 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 look. Yes. 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 Okay, so in this part of the video tutorial, we are going to look at building up the duration of the eye contact. This is quite tricky and very difficult for the dog. So what we are going to do is you're going to put your hand out to the side. Your dog will probably look at you, look back at your hand, look at you, look back at your hand. But you are going to potentially, I think a good measurement at this stage is to try and get 2 seconds of eye contact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand out. Chances are Mr. Darcy is going to look at me, look at the hand, look at me, look at the hand. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to mark that fleeting eye contact. I'm going to wait until he gets so fed up that he's actually going to look me in the eye for a little bit longer, as if to communicate to me that he doesn't appreciate what's happening at the moment. So yeah, let's try and set that up quickly. I'm just going to put him to that side. So I'm going to try for 2 seconds. Yes. I got just probably under 2 seconds there, but I didn't want him to keep on failing, so I dropped my expectation a little bit. Yes, much stronger, and I actually got the 2 seconds there. Yes. Yes. So far what we've done with our eye contact, we started building up the duration of that eye contact ever so slightly. But now let's be realistic. We all can't go out with our hands outstretched like that when we want our dogs to look at us. It also isn't practical, because sometimes if your dog is facing away from you, you want to ask him to look at you. So he won't see your arm. So in this segment, we are going to remove that arm out of the equation. We are going to introduce a verbal cue. Now, a lot of people use look, a lot of people use watch. It is absolutely up to you. My personal preference is the phrase on me, and I use that because I never use it for anything else. So there can be no doubt in the dog's mind that when he hears that phrase, that is what I'm referring to. So how do we actually phase out the hand and introduce the verbal cue. Your sequence, again, like with every other behavior, is very important. So I'm going to keep my hands steady. I'm not going to use my arms. I'm going to say the phrase on me. I'm going to wait for a second or so, and then I'm going to... So what we are looking for is a type of anticipatory behavior from the dog, that the dog hears on me. He thinks in his head, oh, okay, she's going to put her hand out and then I'm going to look at her, so I'll just look at her. Okay. Now, because we are introducing a new aspect to the behavior, I am going to drop my criteria for duration. So even if he looks at me for a second now, I will mark and reward. And then slowly I will build the duration back on me. Yes. On me. Yes. On me. Yes. On me. Yes. I didn't have to use my hand there. He immediately focused and made eye contact. On me. Yes. 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 So I faded out the arm really quickly there because he is giving me eye contact almost straight away. And because I've got that now I can start increasing the duration like we did in the previous part of the video tutorial. Hi guys, and for this video tutorial today we are going to focus on getting eye contact in a much more distracting environment than in the house. So, just going to move around. On me. Yes. And what I want you to start doing is maybe throw a piece of food away, set them up. On me. Yes. Throw a treat, set them up. On me. Yes. On me. Yes. Good. So it's a good idea, just do about, I wouldn't do more than 8 repetitions at any go. On me. Yes. On me. Yes. Boy, well done. So when you start introducing distractions, again guys, don't go from 0 to 100 with the level of distraction that you expose your dog to. Nice and easy is the best route to go. So go out there, practice your eye contact in a little bit more of a distracting environment and progressively build that up, but don't overdo it. Go steady and slow. Go out there and happy training.